We all have that one somebody, an acquaintance, a colleague at work, or just a family member that drives us a little crazy. Think about someone that always undermines you, someone that never appreciates the extra effort you put in. Well, that someone was my boss. Countless nights I've came back home crying my heart out, pitying myself, until one day it hit me. What if I told you that this person is your best neuroplasticity teacher? Because in actuality, it is the response to this interaction that you have complete control of, not the person. Now, you might ask me, what is this whole neuroplasticity nonsense that you're talking about? According to Dr. Lara Boyd, a famous researcher in the field of neuroscience, neuroplasticity suggests that our brain can change differently based on our thoughts, lifestyle, and environment. Think about the last time you wanted to make a change in your daily life, whether you wanted to quit smoking or rise up early in the morning, maybe even exercise on a daily basis. You ever wonder why it's so hard? Why it gets so damn overwhelming that you end up ditching the whole plan a few days later? If you still cannot stick to your resolutions, do not give up yet. Because tonight, I'm about to reveal to you real neuroscience voodoo that actually works. Let me give you an example from our daily life. Take the road that you take for work or school every single day, at least pre-COVID-19. It all feels so familiar, so comfortable, as if you're on autopilot. But if you were to change that route, not only would you be leading a different physical road, but you would be also altering brain connections. And the more you take on this different road, the more you will be weakening your old neural connections and strengthening new ones until they become the new autopilot. This is exactly how neuroplasticity works. Whether you want to learn a new hobby, whether you want to improve your communication skills, whether you want to ace your next speech contest, what you really need are those three simple ingredients: practice plus time plus consistency. Let me repeat that. Practice plus time plus consistency. To incorporate any new routine, you will first need to practice it, you will need to make time for it, and you will need to do it in a consistent manner. Now, let me take you back to this old example of my cranky boss. Instead of getting all tensed up and worried whenever I had to face him, what did I do? I tried to train my mind to become calmer. Now, to tell you the truth, the first few tries, they were completely hopeless. But with time and practice, I was eventually able to become less and less vulnerable until I reached the point where I was completely blocking all his negativity and all his demeanors. I was able to successfully replace my old neural connections with new ones that made me feel more resilient. Remember that the more you practice any habit, the more innate it will feel, and change will come. You just have to be patient. As Dr. Rick Hansen once said, The brain is just like any muscle. And what happens when you stop exercising it? You will lose on muscle strength, size, and endurance. And here's a perfect example. Albert Einstein was called to have a prodigious brain. And that didn't really only show in his works in the physics field. He also serves as the perfect analogy because Einstein exercised his brain all the time. Today, you are given a choice to take action whenever adversity strikes. By realizing the power of your thoughts and utilizing the plasticity of your brain, you can rewire your entire brain. And that will ultimately lead to revamping your entire self. Today, I hope that all of you leave with a new appreciation of how magnificent your brain is. Understand that everything you do, everything you encounter, and everything you experience is actively changing your brain. And guess what? It's never too late to jump on this neuroplasticity bandwagon. You too can be the sculptor of your own brain. Mr. Toastmaster,